Some men scream. Some men fight. Some men break things when they discover betrayal. But the most dangerous man is the one who stays perfectly silent. This is not a story of heat. This is a story of cold, calculated, precise. This is the my story of an accountant who turned numbers into weapons.
My name is David. I'm an accountant. People think my job is about numbers. It's not. It's about patterns, finding the tiny irregularities that tell a much bigger story. I just never expected to find that story in my own life. It was a Tuesday. My boss, Mark, called me into his office. His laptop was acting up. "You're good with tech, right, David? Fix this," he said, pushing it toward me. Then he left for a meeting. I opened it, and there it was, a notification from my wife, Laura. "Hey, baby, is your wife working late again tonight? Should I come over?" My blood went cold, then hot, then cold again. I opened the chat. 6 months of messages, photos, voice notes, a whole secret life documented in pixels. My wife and my boss, laughing, planning, betraying. But that wasn't the worst part. Between the love notes, Mark was bragging to my wife about his crimes, how he was cooking the company books, hiding money in offshore accounts, playing with numbers like they were toys, and his plan to fire me soon, to hire someone dumber who wouldn't understand what he was doing. The screen blurred for a moment. I saw my reflection in it. A calm man, a quiet man, the man they both thought was weak. They were wrong. Most men would have broken something. Most men would have screamed, confronted them, made a scene. That's what they expected. That's what would have made them feel powerful, to see me lose control. I closed the chat, took a deep breath, and made a choice. I wouldn't give them that satisfaction. I wouldn't fight with my fists or my voice. I would fight with my mind, and with the one thing they thought I was too weak to use, the law. You see, Mark made one fatal mistake. He wasn't just cheating with my wife, he was cheating the government. And the government has a very long memory and very sharp teeth. I saved a copy of everything, every message, every file, every transaction. I saved it to a hidden drive. Then I wiped my fingerprints from his computer. When Mark returned, I handed him his laptop, smiled, said, "All fixed, boss." He patted my shoulder. "Good man, David." I almost laughed. The next 3 months, I became an actor. I was the perfect husband, came home on time, asked about Laura's day, listened to her lies with a gentle smile. I was the perfect employee, efficient, quiet, obedient. Mark would throw me extra work and I'd say, "No problem, sir." Meanwhile, in the shadows, I was building a case. I traced every fraudulent transaction, every hidden account in the Caymans, every fake invoice. I documented it all with the precision of a surgeon. I didn't just want evidence. I wanted an airtight, irrefutable masterpiece of proof. I learned that in America, if you report major tax fraud, you get a reward, a percentage of what the government recovers. Mark had stolen millions. I wasn't just going to destroy him, I was going to get paid to do it. Laura, she was so busy playing her part, she didn't notice I was playing a better one. She didn't notice the quiet light in my office late at night. She didn't notice the new cold focus in my eyes. I was no longer her husband, David. I was now David, the architect of their ruin. The day was April 15th, tax day. Poetic, don't you think? I walked into the office, wearing my best suit. I handed Mark my resignation letter. He laughed, a loud, booming laugh. Finally giving up, David. Couldn't cut it. He patted my shoulder again. Good luck out there. I just smiled. Thank you for everything, Mark. By 10 a.m., I was sitting in the office of the Financial Crimes Division of the IRS. I handed an agent a 500-page file and a flash drive. Everything you need is in there, I said. By noon, my lawyer was at my house. He handed Laura the divorce papers and a CD with all the evidence of her affair. The house was in my name from before the marriage. With proof of infidelity, she got nothing. She cried, she begged, she said it was a mistake. I closed the door. At 2 p.m., federal agents stormed the office. I watched from my car across the street as they led Mark out in handcuffs. His face was pure confusion. He looked around, desperate, trying to understand what invisible hand had done this to him. Mark got 15 years for tax fraud, embezzlement, and money laundering. His company was seized. His assets were gone. Laura left with nothing. Last I heard, she's a waitress in another state. The government recovered over $12 million. My reward was $400,000. I used it to start my own firm. I remarried, a good woman, a loyal woman. And every year, on the anniversary of that day, I open a bottle of expensive wine, and I drink to one simple truth. Revenge isn't about violence. It's about patience. It's about intelligence. It's about letting your enemy's own arrogance build the prison you lock them in. They thought the quiet man was the weak man. They were wrong. The quiet man is the most dangerous. Because while you're laughing at him, he's already won. If you enjoyed this story of cold, calculated revenge, subscribe to Cold Revenge channel. We find the truest, most satisfying stories of patience and payback. Because sometimes the best justice is the one you plan in silence.